Hi, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me today when we find that the world is just a little bit out of balance. I welcome you to join me in this yoga class for anxiety and tension relief as I take you through a series of postures and transitions that help ease anxiety out of the body, release any tension held in the muscles. So I welcome you to join me in a comfortable seated position at this time. You can be on your knees in an easy seated posture that I am in. And I welcome you to just close your eyes. Reconnect with your breath. Maybe place your right palm over your heart center and your left palm on your abdomen. And just connect with your breath. On every inhale, feel your abdomen swell. Feel the oxygen as it rises into your chest and then exhales deeply out of the body. Maybe take this time to listen to your heart beating in your chest and let it remind you of the beautiful life and prana that is within you. Find comfort in this prana, allowing it to ground you and swell within your body. And release any tension that you may have in your muscles. Allow your eyes to feel heavy. And on every exhale, feel your whole body relax. Unclench your jaw and just relax your face. And at this time, move this relaxation downward toward your shoulders. Start rolling them out. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you drop your shoulders down. Allow your arms to hang heavy and initiate this movement only with the shoulders. Still connecting with your breath at this time. And feel any tension that might be held in the neck and upper back. And exhale that tension out. Now take a moment to release and change positionings, rolling now to the other side. Forward instead of back. Still moving with your breath and just feeling the energy in your body. Relaxing the muscles. And now let's move into some shoulder mobility work. Extend your wrists up as you bring your arms overhead, and then flex those wrists as you bring them down behind the body, keeping the elbows straight as you inhale your arms up and overhead, and then flex your wrists as you extend your arms behind you. And continue in this pattern, moving with your breath. Resisting dumping into your lumbar spine. Keep your spine nice and long. And just move your arms and your shoulders through this range of motion. Maybe take them wider now and wrap them around your body as if embracing yourself and hugging yourself. Inhale, arms out and wide. Exhale as you flex your wrists and bring them, hugging them around your body. Each time getting almost a deeper hug. Knowing that you are loved and you are worthy of experiencing and feeling that love. Now hold in this embrace. breathing into your body. Releasing any tension that might be tight and caught up in your upper back. Squeezing, rising up. Allow yourself to feel peace at this moment, and then release. And at this time, take your left hand and guide your head over to your left side, bringing your ear closer to your shoulders, and extend your right arm out. Feel a gentle pull towards the right side, and feel that resistance in the outer edge of the right side of your neck. And just hold here. Breathe through the stretch, keeping your spine long and your tailbone on the mat. And maybe now gently rock your neck back and forth, bringing your chin in towards your chest, using your left hand to guide the movement. And now use your hand to slowly release that head to neutral. As you extend your left arm over the body and then releasing it up to the sky. A gentle wave. Inhale as you extend outward. Exhale as you release back over. Allow this rippling sensation throughout your entire body, throughout your breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Feel the movement in the thoracic spine as you release your left hand to the mat. And now take your right hand and guide your head over to your right side. Extend your left hand out, allowing a gentle pull on that left side of your neck. Allow a full body release. Just let your head hang heavy. Be present with your breath. Now maybe you guide your head again, moving your neck towards your chin towards your chest, and then back towards your ear, towards your shoulder, and just release. Feeling where the tension is held, and exhaling it out. Now guide your head back up to neutral as you bring your right arm over to the left side and inhaling and up and over. Again, that gentle wave motion. Inhale. Exhale, release. Getting that rotation in the spine. Again, making sure to keep your sit bones on the mat. And return now to your seated posture, clasping your hands behind your back, opening up your chest to the sky, and releasing, folding forward, allowing your hands to hang behind the back, gently reaching towards the sky and rocking back and forth on your frontal lobe. Feel the stretch through the shoulders, opening up through the heart. And then pull yourself back up, releasing into the stretch. At this time, let's come into a kneeling posture, and we're just going to gently stretch the tops of the feet. So pull that left knee in, feeling that stretch through the upper foot. We hold a lot of tension in our ankles that we might not realize. Allow that tension to release out. And feel that gentle stretch Now release that knee and lift up your right knee at this time. Feeling the stretch through the top of the foot. Good. And release back down. We're going to walk our hands down now and gently rest in child's pose. So bring your big toes together, knees nice and wide, and rest your frontal lobe on the mat. And we're actually going to clasp our hands and do a nice spinal exercise. So a deep inhale here, and exhale it out. And on our next inhale, we're going to rise up onto our forearms and knees, pulling our head into our hands and puffing through the back of the back before releasing back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up, pushing the shoulders away, pushing the mat away, squeezing through that upper back, and then releasing, exhaling into child's pose. Inhale up, not putting any pressure on our neck, mind you. Mostly feeling the stretch through the thoracic spine. Inhale up, pushing through, rounding through that back as we release again. Inhale, puffing, pushing the mat away and release back down. We're going to release our hands at this time, and when we rise up on our next inhale, we're going to come up into cobra pose, so dropping our belly towards the mat, bending the elbows and slowly lowering our chest and our frontal lobe. Inhale, letting the head hang heavy as we push back into child's pose. Inhale, rise up. Extending, finding length in the body as we slowly lower into cobra. Let your neck hang heavy as you push the mat away, rounding out the spine. Feeling that gentle arch in your lumbar spine as you push the mat away into child's pose. Inhale, like a gentle wave of the body. Release now down to the mat. Allow this wave of energy to consume your body and release. Inhale once more, rising up and exhaling back down. Feel free to release your forearms to the mat at this time, bringing your elbows under your shoulders or just in front of them, and pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale as you bring your head up, pushing the mat away, releasing your shoulders down. Really engage the core here and feel how that activates the muscles in the lumbar spine. This is a gentle, strengthening posture. It may seem simple in nature, but it's a great overall body strengthener. Make sure to keep it active, everything engaged, and breathe through the pose. On your next exhale, release your head, let your neck hang heavy. And we're going to do some protractions and retractions of the shoulder blades. So let's retract as you pull your shoulder blades, squeezing them together, and protract as you push your forearms into the mat and puffing through the back of the back. Feel the muscles in your neck releasing, allowing that tension to roll off the shoulders. Continue with these protractions and retractions, feeling everything engage in your body. Now turn your head to the left shoulder and do some light circles with your chin. Notice how that feels. And then repeat it on the right side, bringing that chin in towards your right shoulder. Just light circles. Now inhale that head up. And extend your right arm long over to the side. Tent your left fingertips towards your shoulders and use it to push yourself over, bending that left leg up and over. Feeling a stretch through the pectoral muscles. Maybe you release your left hand and grab that left ankle, opening up through the left hip flexor. Deep inhale. And slowly release, bringing your right arm just in front of the body now, and reaching that left hand back to grab your left ankle once again, pulling it up and over behind the body, squeezing that knee in towards the midline, and feeling that stretch through the left hip flexor muscle. Just breathe through this posture a moment, feeling that stretch and that length through the body. And then release as you extend your left hand and your left arm out to the left side. Tent those right fingertips, lift that right leg up and release it up and over towards the left side. Pushing the mat away with your right arm and feeling that stretch through the pectoral muscles. Maybe you release your right arm and grab your right ankle. Once again, getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Breathe. And slowly release, bringing your left arm down in front of you. Again, reaching that right arm back to grab that right ankle. Pulling your knee off the mat, but yet still squeezing that knee towards the midline. Feel it in the front of the right hip as you breathe through the posture. And slowly release that leg back down. Let's come up onto our forearms again and really engage our core as we take a deep inhale and exhale, rounding out the back of the back, tucking our chin in towards our chest and lifting the pelvis off the mat. Inhale as we lower back down into Sphinx. Exhale, puffing through the back of the back, rounding out the spine. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage your core, really engaging your pelvis, your core, your thoracic spine. Light ripples through the body again. Feeling that energy that you're breathing in with every inhale, swirling through the body before exhaling back out. Now place your hands and push yourself up into tabletop posture. So bring your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and have an active, engaged core. We're going to inhale our heart up and exhale, rounding out, puffing through the back of the back as we tuck our chin in towards our chest. But we're going to segment the spine. So let's bring our head up as our inhale. Slowly lead with the neck through the thoracic spine and into the lumbar spine as we exhale. Inhale back up, again leading with the neck, spinal rolls, again feeling that wave through the body. Inhale. Exhale, neck, thoracic spine, lumbar spine. Exhale, lumbar, thoracic, and then lift the neck. Now find your center and inhale that left arm up and over, threading it down, resting that left shoulder on the mat. Maybe you keep your right arm over, or maybe you release it up into the sky. Perhaps you hold here, or maybe you even bind it behind your back, gently resting and tucking it into your left thigh. Deep inhale. Feeling your breath swell through the back muscles and this gentle spinal twist. And release that right hand. Use it to help push yourself back up into tabletop posture. This time grounding through that left arm as you inhale that right arm up and over, and exhaling it, threading it underneath the body, bringing your right shoulder to gently rest on the mat. You can leave your left arm where it is, or maybe gently inhale it up and over, and then binding it behind the body if you can. If you can't tuck it into your thigh, that's okay too. You can gently rest it on your lower back. Feel yourself release. And let's release that arm back down. Use it to help push ourselves up. And we're going to gently walk our hands down now into extended puppy pose. So try to keep those hips over those knees if you can. And exhale, releasing our chest towards the mat. You can rock back and forth on your frontal lobe, or if you need a deeper stretch, you can come up onto your chin, allowing your chest to release a little deeper towards your mat, opening up through the shoulders, through the chest. Welcoming that breath into every muscle of our being. Gently release yourself out of this posture now. And we're going to come into a seated position. So bring your knees out in front, tuck them into your body, and use them to help you slowly roll onto your back. Gently release yourself. Slowly, and bring those knees in towards your chest, giving them a nice gentle hug. On your next exhale, bring your chin in towards your knees and just squeeze all of your muscles. And inhale as you release yourself back down. Exhale, bring your chin back up, knees together, squeeze, engaging all of your muscles, tensing those feet, tensing those legs and those arms. And inhale as you release. Exhale, come back up and squeeze, tensing the entire body. And then keeping your chin and knees tightly tucked, release your arms and extend them overhead, bending the elbows and grasping the opposite elbow, allowing the weight of the arms to pull your shoulders open as you remain tucked in this tight little ball. Feel opening through the chest. Breathe through the stretch. And then release yourself back down to the mat. Now gently lower your left foot onto the mat as you extend your right leg overhead. We're going to grasp that right toe. We're going to pull it over to the left side. Allow that left leg to relax on the mat as you bring your right arm over, sliding it over the body, cactusing it out, and then extending it overhead. Inhale, cactus that arm. Reach it back over towards the left side of the body. Inhale it back up and over, extending it overhead, pulling the shoulder blade towards the mat. And then exhale it over the body, feeling that thoracic spine move and rotate. Extend it up overhead. Just a gentle mobility exercise, really opening up that thoracic spine and moving that shoulder through its full range of motion. Pulling it up over, squeezing that shoulder blade towards the mat. Now gently release that leg and come back up onto your mat. And we're going to bring our toes together, the soles of our feet together, and open up into butterfly posture. And we're going to push our pelvis up and come into a modified bridge using those butterfly legs, allowing those knees to bend and open forward as we inhale, pushing our pelvis up towards the ceiling. Exhaling it, releasing it back down. Inhale. Release. Every time you lower, notice your knees gently releasing a little wider. Pushing the soles of the feet together. Inhale, push that pelvis up. Exhale, release back down. Now let's rotate onto our other side, grabbing that left toe with the right arm and gently guiding it over to the right side. Bringing that left arm over towards your right fingertips, sliding it amongst the body, gently cactusing it out to the left side, extending it overhead, and slowly releasing it back over the body to the right, squeezing the shoulder blades as you bring it back, cactusing it out towards your mat. Breathing, inhaling as you cactus, extend overhead, cactus it back out. Exhale as you cross the body. Notice any sensations, any cracking of the upper back, anything you're feeling as you guide yourself through these motions. And now let's bring our legs up. And we're just gonna roll out our toes, roll out our ankles and our wrists. This is what we call dead bug posture, one of my favorites. Allow your legs to gently kind of hang above you and your arms, and roll out those wrists, roll out those ankles. Listen to those snap, crackle, and pops of your joints. It's completely healthy and natural. Allow them to feel the fluidity as you move them through these motions. Give them a little wiggle now. Release any tension from your arms, from your legs. Kick it out. Allow it to release into the mat below. Shake out any muscular tension that might be there. And then just hang heavy, sinking into the mat. Slow, soft inhales, gentle exhales. Let's come back up into a seated posture now. Grab our blocks, and we're going to place one block under our lower back. We're just going to gently rest ourselves back down Bringing the soles of the feet together and releasing our knees outward. Maybe resting our arms up overhead now, or at our sides, whichever is most comfortable for you. And allow the muscles of the lower back to relax and release. Bringing your attention to any tight spots, any knots in the back. And on your inhale, swell that breath. Imagine it going to those tight spots. And releasing them out on your exhales. Stay present and aware of any movement in your breath. What kind of sensations is it sending to your body? Now feel free to remove that block at this time and kind of line it up with your spine in the second position. So bringing it up kind of in between your shoulder blades, gently just under your shoulder blades, and relax yourself onto it, maybe putting another block under your head. And butterflying our legs out again at this time. Adjust the block as needed to get comfortable, and maybe you rest your arms on your inner thighs, using the gentle pressure to push them open. Or maybe you release them down to your side. Feel your chest open and release, allowing your shoulders to hang heavy. With every exhale, sinking a little deeper into the blocks, into the mat. If you're holding any tension in your shoulders, maybe give them a little roll and release them back down. Just releasing any control over the muscles. Allow yourself to find peace within this moment of silence. And I welcome you to stay in this posture, or you can remove your blocks at this time. Gentle, slow movements. And prepare yourself for Shavasana. So roll back down onto the mat. Maybe kind of lift your shoulder blades off the mat and gently walk your shoulders in underneath. Allow your legs and feet to hang heavy. Allow your arms to release. And take notice of what your face is doing. Is your jaw tense? Allow it to release and hang nice and light. release into the silence. Take a deep breath in and release it. Remember to use your breath as a guiding beacon whenever you feel yourself becoming tense or anxious. Just use your breath to turn inward. We can't necessarily control what life throws our way, but we can choose how we react to the challenges brought upon us. We can choose to release any negative energy and focus on the good in our lives. Focus on the control we do have. And just acknowledge that this anxiety and this tension that we're experiencing is a natural bodily response to external circumstances. We just have to be aware and acknowledge these circumstances and choose to find peace within ourselves. Give yourself permission to feel these emotions, to acknowledge them, and to let them go if they no longer serve you. Now take a deep breath in and slowly awaken your fingers and your toes. And you can either stay in Shavasana or you can join me in a seated posture as we conclude our practice today. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. On your next inhale, let's sweep our arms up overhead, bringing our palms together and slowly releasing them down to our frontal lobe, and then to our lips, and then to our heart center. Allowing ourselves to feel grounded and supported during this time, and reminding ourselves of all the beauty that surrounds us each day. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this class today. I hope you were able to find peace within yourself.